Dao calligraphy light massage sessions have helped me transform my burnout and increase my energy levels. I'm a cook by profession and I have been joining Dao calligraphy light massage sessions from last 3 months as I've been working from early mornings to late nights with just a day off in a week. Dao calligraphy light massage sessions have helped me transform my burnout and exhaustions. It has helped me perform well at my workplace with regards to mental clarity, focus, and energy levels. Some of the sessions I couldn't join it live, but I made sure that I registered for it and I could feel the energy, my balanced emotions at work. And I hope to join more sessions as it has helped me transform my burnout on a tremendous level and balance my emotions with greater focus and clarity.
Tao calligraphy light massage relieves my constipation. In my 20s, I developed IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, due to my stress levels. And over the years, I have on and off symptoms like indigestion, heartburn, stomach cramp, and stomach pain, and also constipation. So last week I was not regular, and I was getting quite cranky, just very short-tempered, because I'm all clogged up. And after one session of Tao calligraphy light massage, I was able to relieve, and I feel so much better. And then a few days again, I was clogged up again. And I watched Master Shah's Monday show, where he also have 15 minutes of Tao calligraphy light massage towards the end of the show. And it was again helped me to relieve as well. So I am so grateful.
Tao calligraphy light massages helped our cat Zora to be healed from a reoccurring herpes infection. For 2 years, the cat named Zora suffered from herpes infections on and off, which were treated by the vet with the strong medications and eye drops. But the infection kept returning and the animal was suffering a lot. Her eyes were teary and one eye was partly closed. Obviously, the animal was in pain, apathetic, and wasn't eating. She was losing bundles of hair. The cat was really sick. The vet sent my daughter to another veterinary clinic, and my daughter took the cat there twice, which was good but didn't help a lot. And the infection kept returning. Then Zora received Tao calligraphy light massages. After the second Tao calligraphy light massage, she already felt much better. The eyes were not teary and the eyelids were not stuck together anymore. She started to eat again and didn't lose any hair anymore. Today, Zora is totally healed. Her vision is clear, she enjoys playing and cuddling. She eats well and she looks very beautiful. Thank you very much. The sensation we had with the Dao Calligraphy light massage was really marvelous. Such relaxation and peace came to us. I work as a soccer trainer at a soccer field and I train around 300 students. I worried a lot, I felt heavy and bothered and very stressed. I entered the first session, which was in the morning, and we were told that we could lie down, which I did. I felt such peace and calmness. My whole spinal column and all my body started to relax. Beautiful, beautiful. I fell asleep and I don't remember what happened. When it finished, we were told to get up and that it had ended. I woke up with a sensation of peace and calmness. The heaviness I had in my spinal column was gone. After I joined the Dao Calligraphy Light Massage, I invited my son and my nephew. So my son joined. He also felt very heavy and stressed. He works with me as well. He also felt relaxation and peace. And when he stood up, he had more motivation and more joy. He felt different than before. Afterwards, I invited my nephew to join. It was a great encouragement how everything changed totally. The environment in the house became very harmonious, very calm and peaceful. And because the mind was clearing up, we had more clarity to do our work and to harmonize with each other at home. These teachings are unique and they help us to improve our lives.
The Dao Calligraphy light massage helps me let go of deep sadness and grief since my childhood. I was very sad most of the time because of the circumstances within my family. It was very challenging and harsh. And I'm a very sensitive person and I felt a lot. Later, this sadness changed in so much pain in my body. I often had low energy to do my daily things. On the scale from 1 to 10, if 10 is the highest, the pain I felt was 12 most of the time. And I could not work since 2 years and I could not drive a car. After this Dao Calligraphy light massage, the pain dropped to 3 and I started again to drive a car. I felt a big relief. And now I have more energy. And so much pain is gone in my body. And I'm as well feel more happier. And I have more strength. And truly, I am very grateful for the Dao Calligraphy light massage.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. I hope that you found those stories of healing and transformation inspiring. You know, I don't know them, all of them personally, but I've met several of them at different events, and I didn't know some of the issues that some of them were facing. but I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy that they have experienced the kind of transformation that we all dream about, but it doesn't happen, right? We search and search and search and search and search, try everything, and after a while we stop trying. Yeah. So welcome to the Experience the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field. My name is Jimena. I'm the center leader here for the Master Sha Center in Vancouver, but there's a whole team that is part of this center, and it's actually part of a community. I just want to say that. I realized the other day that we don't mention that, but this is part of a community of people, and it's a global community. So tonight we have Cynthia Hamilton with us, Monique Giard. Both of them are Tao Chang master teachers. Sarah Baker, a certified master teacher and healer of the Tao Academy. Mark Saparlo is a certified master teacher of the Tao Academy. And they are here to serve. And there's a whole group of people that are on live stream. Sometimes we have over 100. Sometimes we have 50. It kind of varies depending on what we're doing. So this community is really dedicated to two things. It's dedicated to serving others. Almost every person that comes to Master Sha's teachings and his work, almost everyone says they want to help others. Sometimes it's their own family, sometimes it's someone in their community or extended family. And sometimes they already practice a modality. So Dr. Monique Giard is a psychotherapist, EMDR therapist. So she has combined, she has added some of the Tao practices, some of the Tao blessings, some of the Tao calligraphy into her private practice. And the clients that choose to do that, some of them have seen extraordinary results. So there are others, acupuncturists, massage therapists, Reiki practitioners, nurses who have developed their Tao healing skills and then are using them in working with their own private clients. Why is this happening? Why is this possible? How is this possible? Well, I want to share with you how this is possible, but I want to ask you two favors. So one, I want to ask you to invite your friends and family to join us. Remember when I started, I said lots of times I knew several of the people that were in the video that we just watched at the opening. I didn't know they had those conditions. Because when people have conditions that are incurable or are chronic in nature, they don't talk about them after a while because nobody can help them. No doctor can help them, no alternative practitioner can help them. And until now, even the Tao calligraphy healing field wasn't quite powerful enough. But in the last few months, oh my gosh, the Tao calligraphy healing field has gone to not one level, not two levels, but millions of levels beyond. So when people do the Tao light massage, where they come into this field, the field comes to them. So the field is inside of them, they're inside the field, and the field begins to fill them with source love, forgiveness, compassion, light, source frequency and vibration. Why is that important? Well, because, what happened to the markers? Okay. The reason that's important is because messages, information, the messages that we carry, the information that we carry determines our life. So in ancient wisdom, they have a concept called Shen, Qi, Jing. So this concept is explained through Tao science. And Tao science brings together, at the most fundamental level, spirituality and quantum physics. It melds them together and proves that basically we all have a soul, and it has quantified the existence of a soul. If you can quantify it, therefore it exists. It's measurable. Can't quantify it, you can argue in perpetuity if it exists. So Dr. Rulin Shu, who is a string theorist and a quantum physicist, she worked with Dr. and Master Sha, and they co-wrote the book Tao Science. So this is explained in her book. So this is an ancient, very ancient Chinese concept. Shen has three aspects to it: soul, heart, mind. Qi is energy. Jing is matter. So I'm just thinking back. I was in consulting, and I did a project for one of the biggest, if not one of the biggest, if not the biggest, one of the biggest insurers in California. So this was a client of ours, of the firm that I worked for. And we did research, and we talked to people. And this was in the early 2000s. And at that time, in California, acupuncture and yoga and some other modalities were already considered mainstream. They were not considered alternative. They were considered mainstream when we talked to consumers like you and I. But when we talked to doctors, when we talked to insurance companies or insurance executives, they saw it as something that only a few people did. And they were surprised by the numbers. They were very, very surprised by the number of people who regularly received things like acupuncture. So why do I mention that? Because in this model, in this theory, soul is in the science. I'm just going to put science here because I don't have the space to put quantum physics. Soul is information. In the spiritual community, soul is spirit. So message is information. Information is message. Same thing. Okay. So what messages we carry determines what our physical life, how our physical life unfolds, because the message is received by the heart. So the heart, which is the core of life in the spiritual world, is the receiver in the science world, in the quantum physics world. The receiver receives the message. It's kind of like a satellite dish. Receives the message, then sends it to the mind. The mind begins to take that message, which is not visible. You cannot see it, feel it, touch it, and begins the process of manifesting it. So the mind accepts the message, begins the process of manifesting it, sends it to the energy in your body. Energy is the actioner. And then energy raises, if the energy either rises or falls. If it's for healing, energy will increase. If it's to create a challenge, the frequency and the vibration will fall. This energy then sends the message to the matter, to your cells, and basically says, create abundant health. So this is the manifester. Here we can touch, feel, see, smell. It's what we perceive in the physical form. So everything starts with the message, everything starts with the soul, goes to the heart, goes to the mind, goes to the energy, goes to the matter. So in the conventional Western medicine, they focus here. They focus on the cells, what's happening inside the cells. So they evaluate what's happening by doing tests, blood tests. So they can take a look at what different levels of different hormones. They can scan your bones and see, is your bone broken? Do you have a growth? So they're looking at the physical matter, and they adjust the matter with matter. So they give you radiation. They give you chemotherapy for cancer. They give you insulin if you're diabetic. They give you different medications. I'm not a Western medicine person, but they give you medications for your heart disease, your kidney disease, your liver disease, whatever issue you have. So I had a thyroid issue. They gave me different medications. I had depleted my adrenals. They gave me medicine for that. I had migraines. They gave me medicine for that. So this is the realm. This is the area of expertise for Western medicine. Why did I mention acupuncture? Because there was a huge shift that happened when acupuncture suddenly went it was no longer something that a small group of people were doing, but now it's pretty common. So this is in the world of traditional Chinese medicine, energy flows in the spaces or energy freeways, highways, which are called meridians. And the energy is the driver of the body fluids, which is the matter. They adjust the energy through internal massage, through acupuncture. They stimulate points, and I'm going to talk about that today, and through herbs. Herbs can cause energy to rise. They can cause energy. They can cause energy to release and dissipate. So that's what acupuncture does. You have yoga. You have Ayurvedic medicine. Many, many different modalities. Mindfulness, meditation. This is mind power. There's heart-centered modalities, and then there's soul-centered, which is what we're doing a lot of. So what does this have to do with the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field? Because the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field is transformative art. So the Tao Calligraphy Field is powerful because, first of all, Tao is the source, the ultimate creator of heaven and Mother Earth, of countless planets, stars, galaxies, universes, basically everyone and everything. Calligraphy is art, but Tao calligraphy is transformative art because it carries a source. It carries a source field. This source field has source frequency and vibration, and source messages, which are pure, absolutely pure. Source messages of love, forgiveness, compassion, and light. So the people in the video were in the Tao light massage. So they're lying down, all blissed out, and what's happening? First, the field comes and completely envelops them, brings with it. So they're now in a field that has source, Shen Qi Jing. So now, any messages that they have, let me get this. So they have messages that are not so, we don't want a whole lot of them. They're kind of negative, yeah? And you can have these at every level, negative messages. And they have positive messages. So when we've done some great things in life, we've helped create health, happiness, prosperity for others, we have positive messages. The source field is unique because when you are enveloped by the field and when the field comes into you, it's changing these negative messages to positive messages. To positive source messages. That then changes a message of relationship issues, financial issues, health issues, to a message of love, forgiveness, compassion, and light. And so that area of that person's life changes. And it changes because of the field that is carried within each of the Tao calligraphies. We have not one, like you can see there's a calligraphy behind me, but we have many calligraphies in this space. So this is what makes this space very unique, is the number of calligraphies. So each calligraphy represents an aspect of one of the 5 elements in traditional Chinese medicine. So spleen, stomach, pancreas, muscles, mouth, lips, teeth, and gums, and the emotional imbalance of worry. That set represents the earth element. But we also have the metal element, the water element, the wood element, the fire element, and then we have other parts of the body. So this field is very special, very, very special. So when you receive the Tao light massage, this entire field is bringing to you the most positive, the highest frequency, the highest vibration. That's extraordinary. That's absolutely extraordinary. And that's why people say, you know, I only did the Tao light massage 3 times. I only did the Tao light massage 5 times. I only did the Tao light massage 2 times. And suddenly things change because the frequency, the vibration is so high and the messages are so high. This is what transformative art can do. It's not ordinary art, it's transformative art. So tonight, I want to introduce someone because not only can you be in the field, so the field surrounds you, and it's a powerful 1-hour session, that's the Tao light massage. But we can, this field can also transmit. So the field, the Tao art I said to you, has a field. How is that created? So Dr. and Master Sha is the creator of Tao calligraphy. So Dr. and Master Sha has been, since the age of 4, he began to receive training at the age of 4 from Kuan Yin, then began to study the ancient teachings, Tai Chi, Qigong, Shaolin Kung Fu. So he has mastered, he's a grand master of the ancient Chinese arts including feng shui and the I Ching, and now calligraphy. So he has dedicated his life always looking for what is the next and highest way that we can support people in transforming their pain and their suffering. And in 2013, 2012, he met Professor Lee in Toronto. Professor Lee was splitting her time between Toronto and Beijing. She was recognized by the United Nations as being one of the leading experts in the world on Chinese characters. She met Master Sha through Master Sha's wife, who's very powerful acupuncturist herself, doctor. She's an doctor of acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine. But this Professor Lee had a condition. She was referred to Master Sha. His wife said, "You need to see my husband." So they connected, and Master Sha asked her, "What do you do?" And then that's when he discovered that she had been born in the Forbidden City, and that when the emperor and his family, during the last Qing dynasty, when they were removed from the Forbidden City, that his teacher, the Taisher, the highest level teacher in China, remained in the Forbidden City. And so he began to teach this young girl, who was only 6 at the time, the art of calligraphy, using a particular style of calligraphy called Ibiza. And I can never open these. Okay. That style of calligraphy is called Ibiza, and it means one-stroke words. And it was used for shorthand communications and also for beauty. But it was shorthand communication between the emperor and his cabinet, and also for beauty. So he taught this young girl, and the Taisher at that time was a direct descendant of Confucius. So that teacher gave her the wisdom that she had about the Chinese characters and then about this particular type of calligraphy. She taught that to Master Sha and passed the lineage on to him. He then made the calligraphy a healing art by transmitting Tao golden light ball to the art, a source golden light ball with source frequency and vibration, as well as pure messages of love, forgiveness, compassion, and light. Now when you connect with the field, whether you meditate in the field, whether you trace, or whether you receive a smaller golden light ball from the calligraphy, you now can experience this yourself. You and I and our guest tonight is going to experience the power of the golden light ball. So our guest has some blockages, and I'm going to invite him to share, and then I'll explain to you what that means. So welcome, Lance. Thank you for joining us. Can you unmute yourself? And I invite you to talk first. You have an issue in your brain. There's a heart issue. There's also an issue with depression. Can you just share a little bit of each?
Sure. About a year and a half ago, I was told I have a cyst on my lower right side of my brain. It's a benign one. And then I guess about close to a year later, I was diagnosed with basically an untreatable heart condition that they expect to kill me. That's what they're telling me. And yeah, I've had issues with depression since my early teens. It's never gone away, really. So, you know.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Lance. And so, so you've been struggling for a little bit, is what I understand. So I want to, yeah?
I was just saying, yeah, a long time, yeah.
A long time. Okay, so we're going to see if we can help you. Okay, let me draw a new one, because the ones that I have the ones that I already have are pretty They have a lot of writing on them already. So what Master Sha has recently released are some very special golden light balls. And these golden light balls are special because they go into what's called a driving force. And the driving forces are key acupuncture points along a channel called the Qi channel, which is the most important healing channel in the body. This was revealed to Master Sha in 2009, and it's in his books, Divine Soul Song and Tao Song and Tao Dance. When those acupuncture points are stimulated, those acupuncture points are called driving forces because they literally, they're like accelerators. Only it goes from 0 to 500 very quickly. And so being able to transmit these means that people who have complex, I think it's called complex conditions, where you have multiple conditions in different parts of the body, and it's difficult. They're difficult to, for Western medicine to treat them. I think Lance said they can't do anything about the brain issue, but he said to me recently he's had some memory loss issues and has some cognitive issues. The heart, Lance, what is the I know you cannot. The name is complicated, but what is the? Can you explain the heart issue?
Sure. What's going on is I think it's my left ventricle is stiffening, and then eventually it'll get to a point where it can't pump blood to the other side of my heart, and it will just shut down, and that's it. That's just the easiest way that I can explain it.
Okay.
So,
and how do you experience that now? What do you experience now as a result of that?
well, it's possible I had a mild heart attack maybe about a month ago, but I don't really day to day. It's not really affecting me too much.
Mm-hmm.
I find I'm strained walking. Like if I'm walking too fast or going upstairs, I've noticed I'm getting weaker. I can't quite do it, just like I could a year ago. I feel that. Otherwise, it's pretty much, it's not really affecting me too much, the heart thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and actually, I was scheduled to get the cyst taken out in Vancouver, but COVID happened and that ended that. So, yeah.
I know. It put the world on hold. It put the world on hold. Yeah. Okay. So let me explain about the driving forces. Yeah, because I think this might help you. So I just want to say, on the record, we make no promises. Everyone who has challenging physical health conditions, mental health conditions, emotional health conditions must have the support of medical professionals, mental health professionals, emotional, like psychotherapists, psychologists. You must have that support. What we're doing should supplement that, but we do not make any promises about what this can do, but we are receiving some amazing results. I mentioned last week we had 2 people here with us. I mentioned them earlier. One is Beverly and the other was Suzanne, and both of them had decades-long depression that literally within less than 24 hours was gone. Both of them received treasures similar to the ones that Lance will receive. And they literally woke up, and Beverly was like, something's missing. In fact, Mark, are we able to show their videos? You have their videos. Can you pull those? Yeah, pull those up. So we'll show you their videos so you can hear their story in their own language rather than me sharing it with them. Beverly received these specifically for depression. Suzanne received it for another condition, and this was a byproduct. But she was astonished, and I remember she called me and she was wondering, could she receive a second round of these? And the guidance was practice with these first, and then we can see if we transmit a second set.
So I've had a lot of depression in my life. I was depressed as a teenager, and I kind of knew it then, but when I left home and went out into the world, I didn't think I was depressed anymore, and I would get angry if somebody even suggested that I might be depressed. So I didn't want to face up to it at all. And it really wasn't until I was in my 60s that I did a lot of self-work on myself, a lot of self-growth type of work. And I began to realize that I was depressed and that it was causing and had caused a lot of anger, a lot of judgment, a lot of critical nature. I had trouble with relationships. I wasn't connecting with people very well. My world was kind of small. I was really afraid to go out and connect with people. So I got the holes, and I don't know, very, very soon after I got them, like maybe the next day. I mean, I definitely felt it when I got them. But the next day I thought, oh my gosh, this feeling in my message center that I've had for I don't know how long, probably years and years, is gone. And that feeling was like a bruise, like an emotional bruise. And it was also a filter through which I related to the world. So I related to the world through this filter of sadness and grief and depression. And I'm like, whoa, it's gone. And it stayed gone. It has, it's gone. So that was delightful and really fatigued quite a bit. In the middle of the day, I had to take a nap. I was just wiped. And that cleared up. I don't take naps in the middle of the day anymore. And I feel like I'm connecting with people more, and I'm better able to express happiness and joy. And I want to connect with people, and I want people to be successful, and I want to be a support to them. I feel like that's all opened up for me. Really, a lot of things happened, so I'll just mention them briefly. But also, I feel the effects of my practice more. I didn't feel it that much before, but now when I practice, I feel like everything is moving, and I feel different. Also, my channels opened up, so I started getting messages. So, yeah, that's my story.
I had a session with Master Himana, and I got the golden light hole for my heart area. And what I noticed was right after I got off the phone, I just felt a lot of space in my heart. I felt like it opening. And then the next morning I got up, and it was almost like something was missing. I couldn't figure it out, and I realized I wasn't depressed. It was so amazing. And then what proceeded to happen for the next couple of weeks after was I started getting my energy back. I was starting to be able to do a lot more things that I wanted to get done, and I was having trouble to accomplish those. And I had this surge of energy. I didn't have my depression. I felt inspired again. And it felt fabulous because I've had to deal with depression most of my life since I was a young teenager. And to have that lifted was amazing. And that was why I had contacted Master Himana, was I was so lethargic. and I had no spirit for life, and I got worried about myself a little bit. So I thought I have to reach out for help. And then once I got the whole energy, it just changed everything. It just changed everything. I was just amazed. I could not believe it. It was like night and day. It was like one day it was this and one day it wasn't. And I was just amazed. I almost don't have words for it. I was so amazed. I'm just like beyond excited. Like I feel like a little 5-year-old running around like I just got the balloon or something. Thank you, everyone. I am beyond grateful.
Okay, so you can hear their you hear their stories, and I've spoken with both of them. They have other conditions, other issues, and they're also disappearing. So Suzanne has a very challenging back condition, and she mentioned to me that she used to wake up in the mornings and very stiff neck, stiff back. She could, she was kind of bent over, and it would take a while for that to work itself out. Now she's on her treadmill. Imagine that. And she's happy being on her treadmill. So what is it that we're going to do, and why is this powerful? So in the body there are the chakras, and what was given to Master Sha is that there is a channel that literally travels up, and then comes down. So this marker, sorry. Okay, so it comes down in front of the spinal column, and in a space called the Y-jiao, and then kind of swoops all the excess energy from the organs that goes back to this space, swoops it up, and then propels the energy back up. So when this energy is moving really well, you have heat in your hands. You feel happy. You feel joyful. So when you have blockages, and this channel, which is really quite wide, this channel, when there are blockages here, that means that there's a lot of excess energy that's accumulated in different parts of the body. So Lance has a heart issue, he has a brain issue, so there's a lot of energy in the upper part of his body, and it's stuck. How do we know it's stuck? Because when energy flows, body fluids flow, so we're healthy. When energy is stagnant, body fluids stagnate, we experience it as inflammation, pain, tumors, cysts, and conditions that cannot be really treated by Western medicine. So the driving forces are very special because they open this channel. So Lance is going to receive 3. Okay, so he's going to receive 3. And they're going to, the first one he's going to receive, let me use the red marker because it's easier to see. So it's going to be in his neck at the level of the C7 vertebrae, but it's called the Dajue, is the name of the acupuncture point. The second one that he will receive is in the middle of the heart chakra, and that's called the Shanzhong. The third one that he's going to receive is here at the Huiyin. Yeah. So as these golden light balls, as they are rotating, radiating, they start to open the space, accelerate the cellular vibration. This is for him right now, this is the most important. It'll open this up and then move the channel, start to accelerate the movement throughout the channel. This is going to drive, it's actually going to drive the energy up His energy probably isn't very strong here at the base of the body. So I'm going to ask our teachers, Monique, Sarah, and Mark, to watch with your third eye what is happening right now in the body, and then we'll have them give you readings afterwards. So close your eyes, Lance. Just checking to make sure. Okay. So we'll start here. Tao order, Tao Chang, Tao calligraphy healing field, transmit Tao golden light ball and golden liquid spring for the Da Jue acupuncture point to Lance Delves as appropriate. Transmission begins. And just totally relax, Lance. Totally relax. You have to allow this to come in. Really open, just allow it to come in. So Dao, Da Jue, golden light ball, Dao, Da Jue, golden liquid spring. So we'll trace for him for a couple of minutes, yeah? Dao, Da Jue, golden light ball, Dao, Da Jue, golden liquid spring. Dao, Da Jue, golden light ball, Dao, Da Jue, golden liquid spring. Dao, Da Jue, golden light ball, Dao, Da Jue, golden liquid spring. Dao, Da Jue, golden light ball, Dao, Da Jue, golden liquid spring. Dao, Da Jue, golden light ball, Dao, Da Jue, golden liquid spring. Dao, Da Jue, golden light ball, Dao, Da Jue, golden liquid spring. Dao, Da Jue, golden light ball, Dao, Da Jue, golden liquid spring. Can they see the calligraphy? Okay. The whole calligraphy or only part of it? Okay. Dao, Da Jue, golden light ball, Dao, Da Jue, golden liquid spring. Dao, Da Jue, golden light ball, Dao, Da Jue, golden liquid spring. Dao, Da Jue, golden light ball, Dao, Da Jue, golden liquid spring. Dao, Da Jue, golden light ball, Dao, Da Jue, golden liquid spring. Good. Second one. Dao order, Dao calligraphy healing field, transmit. Dao golden light ball and golden liquid spring for the Shanzhong to Lance Delves. Transmission begins now. And we chant for him again and trace. Dao, Da Jue, Dao Shanzhong, golden light ball, Dao Shanzhong, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanzhong, golden light ball, Dao Shanzhong, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanzhong, golden light ball, Dao Shanzhong, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanzhong, golden light ball, Dao Shanzhong, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanzhong, golden light ball, Dao Shanzhong, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanzhong, golden light ball. Dao Shanzhong, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanzhong, golden light ball. Dao Shanzhong, golden liquid spring. Dao Shanzhong, golden light ball. Dao Shanzhong, golden liquid spring. So higher level heart for him. Tao order, the Tao calligraphy for heart is right here in front of me. Tao order, Tao golden light ball, golden liquid spring. For Tao heart, to lance Tao's at the most appropriate level, layer, and dimension. Transmission. Tao heart, golden light ball. Tao heart, golden liquid spring. Tao heart, golden light ball. Tao heart, golden liquid spring. Tao heart, golden light ball. Tao heart, golden liquid spring. Tao heart, golden light ball. Tao heart, golden liquid spring. Tao heart, golden light ball. Tao heart, golden liquid spring. Tao heart, golden light ball. Tao heart, golden liquid spring. Huiyin, so Tao order. Tao golden light ball and golden liquid spring for the Huiyin acupuncture point to lance Tao's, the most as appropriate. Transmission. Tao Huiyin, golden light ball. Tao Huiyin, and we just trace for him. Golden liquid spring. Tao Huiyin, golden light ball. Tao Huiyin, golden liquid spring. Tao Huiyin. Is he on camera in that little box in the corner? Yeah, that we should do that, huh? Tao Huiyin, golden light ball. Tao Huiyin, golden liquid spring. Tao Huiyin, golden light ball. Tao Huiyin, golden liquid spring. Tao Huiyin, golden light ball. Tao Huiyin, golden liquid spring. Tao Huiyin, golden light ball. Tao Huiyin, golden liquid spring. Tao order, Tao calligraphy healing field, transmit. The higher level, golden light ball, golden liquid spring for the brain to lance Tao's, transmission. Tao brain, golden light ball. Tao brain, golden liquid spring. Tao brain, golden light ball. Tao brain, golden liquid spring. Tao brain, golden light ball. Tao brain, golden liquid spring. Tao brain, golden light ball. Tao brain, golden liquid spring. All treasures join as one, where his Mingmen point, the gate of life. Transmission. So let's hear from Monique first. So Monique, the Dajue, which is the acupuncture point that is on the actual Qi channel. What did you see before and after the transmission?
Thank you, Jimena. I want to say congratulations, Lance. I'm so happy for you. That's absolutely amazing. And you know, there's a whole team around you, Lance, that has been like the whole Tao Chang, the whole Tao calligraphy field that has so many beautiful souls. As soon as Jimena transmitted, you received an incredible load of light right in your neck. And I'm so glad that Jimena started tracing, because it took some time for the light to go through and up your brain. And as soon as, there was a moment when I can see it was like the light wanting to find its way, but there was a real blockage. But eventually, with the tracing, with the chanting, with everyone that is with you on the live stream tonight, tracing, chanting for you, it finally found its way in your brain, in your head. And then it started going down. It was absolutely, I had shivers when I saw that the energy started coming down and moving. And when you receive the second one for your heart, wow, it's like your whole being, so heart, mind, body being, was like, it's almost like you go in the desert and it's dry, and you suddenly your body was nourished with all the nutrients, and it pulled out from the Shanzhong. It like pulled out. I was seeing like a movie of pain, suffering, messages, information that you had experienced, like it was like a vacuum sucked out. And in replacement, I was so glad that Jimena transmitted a golden light ball, permanent treasure, because then that permanent treasure allowed your heart to experience deep, deep inside, in the fiber, in the tissue of your heart, at a very, very small level, a transformation. And that transformation of the tissue, of the matter, will allow your left ventricle to soften and to eventually start having more flexibility. It was beautiful to witness the softening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nina.
So, Sarah, can you? So Monique focused on the Dajue. So, Sarah, on the Shanzhong. What did you see before? What did you see after?
Thank you very much. Yes, and congratulations to Lance. Beautiful. I did see an awful lot of really stagnant gray energy in the whole chest area around the heart. And it was very interesting when the Shanzhong was delivered. It was like, usually I see them coming in as, these, like they did with Beverly and Suzanne, these huge walls of light. But it didn't happen like that for Lance, at least the way I saw it. I saw it come in very gently. These came in so gently for Lance because, he needed that sort of gentle approach. And it went in through the acupuncture point. It kind of squeezed itself through there, and then it opened it up, and then the golden light ball expanded. It was sort of like, how they have, I think they're called wing nuts, where you drill into a wall and it's a kind of a clip like this. And once it gets inside, it opens. And that's what happened with this transmission. It went in gently and then opened, so that when you transmitted the heart, the intelligence is so amazing, the spiritual intelligence, because then I saw why it had gone in that way. It had to go in gently and open up that space big enough to really receive the heart transmission, so that when that came in, it could do much more to expand into the heart tissue and start removing some of that gray stagnant matter. It was so beautiful to watch, and I see the wisdom of the order of how these need to be transmitted. So it was beautiful. It was amazing. Congratulations, Lance.
Yeah, and Mark, the Huiyin.
Congratulations, Lance. You're very blessed, because the body had a lot of blockages inside, and the way in was, if you can imagine a straw and somebody stepping on it, That's what the way in kind of felt like when I was looking at it. There was almost no power in there to move anything. But when the golden ball came in, it just shifted everything. It really opened up the channel. And immediately I started to see the energy flow through the body. And it's just like watching a drain open up. You know, there's still a lot of debris moving in and around on the circle, but it's actually starting to move. And when we were practicing, the balls actually all collect as a united intelligence, and they know how to work together. And together they were opening up the pathway. So the pathway was not only getting wider, but it was also starting to accelerate in speed. And this is going to have a really key thing for you, because that area of the body also was very congested on many different levels. So even the organs and tissues around that area are also benefiting, because the vibration now is totally different in this space. It's just totally amazing to see. So thank you so much.
Okay. So Tao, before we have him speak, Tao order, Tao calligraphy healing field transmit, Chi channel, Tao golden light ball, golden liquid spring for the Chi channel to Lance at the most as appropriate. Transmission. Hey hung hong ar shi I wong yo. Hey hung hong ar shi I wong yo. Hey hung hong ar shi I wong yo. Mark, we just put it on the calligraphy for people to trace. Hey hung hong ar shi I wong yo. Yo wang I shi ar hong hang he. 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 Hey hung hong ar shi I wong yo. 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 Tao order, Tao Chang, Tao calligraphy healing field transmit. Tao golden light ball, golden liquid spring for healing and prevention of anger to Lance Delves. Transmission. All treasures join as one. Transmission. Hey hung hong ar shi I wong yo. 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 Yo wang I shi ar hong hang he. 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 Hey hung hong ar shi I wong yo. 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 So who wants to share about the Chi channel?
Wow, wow, wow. That was like, when you start a fountain and the water has been accumulated and ready to go out. It was so powerful, Lance, after what you've received and all the golden light ball, like the energy was shoo, going up and down your Wai Jiao, and again, shoo, going up. It's like, wow, you had an internal shower. It's absolutely beautiful. And, your body was so ready. Your whole soul, heart, mind, body was so ready to receive this. And it was like your soul is now so happy. And, when you activate, all these treasures that you receive, your radiance will go much wider, and your light will reach people. And it's like, I can see your field is much, much, much wider. And your internal channel of light and energy is vibrant now. And so it's absolutely beautiful to watch. So congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, thank you, Monique. And anyone else? Okay.
Because
So
the image came to me actually of a Christmas tree. I mean, you're sitting here and I can see it right now, just radiating out. And it really is a special day for you. So congratulations, Lance.
thank you, Cynthia. Okay, so Lance, what did you experience?
At first, nothing, but just after you started, I just felt almost at peace. I've been stressed out lately and stuff, and it just sort of all of a sudden that was gone. And I feel like crying. So yeah, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. So the key for you now will be to really make practice your priority and really watch your thoughts, watch your your words, your actions. You've received quite a bit today to help you to take your healing journey to another level. Again, I just want to stress we are not making any promises, and you do need to be working with your Western medical providers and practitioners and professionals. They need to track your progress. They need to support you as the primary means for healing. This supplements it. We're not in any way, shape, or form claiming that this would substitute for Western medical treatment. I wish you all the best in your healing journey, and I'll stay in touch with you so you can let me know how you're doing. I do want to say up front for this, you do need to be doing 2 to 3 hours of practice a day, because you do have significant conditions that require long periods of practice in order to experience transformation. Both Beverly and Suzanne, you saw the videos, both of them do a minimum of 2 hours every day. They didn't start out doing 2 hours, but in order to really experience the kind of transformation they were looking for, they do 2 to 3 hours every day. So Robert and Judy Ann, Robert, who said he'd had a head-on collision with a truck and broke so many bones that the doctors didn't know how on earth he was still alive. And then he, suffered from pain from arthritis, different joints and bones for 20 some years. So he's pretty much pain-free now, and but he practices 2 to 3 hours a day. Judy Ann is practicing 3 hours plus every day. I share that with you because I practice 3 hours a day. I have to practice 3 hours a day. If I don't do that, I struggle. I will definitely be struggling because I have a chronic condition, because I have wave upon wave upon wave of negative messages. So these driving forces will help you to really transform these messages along the channel very quickly so that the energy will flow very quickly. But you do need to do dedicated practice. You're in the morning session. So for everybody who's here, I want to remind you, please join us. Morning session, 9 to 10 a.m. every day, Pacific time, Monday through Friday. We come together. There's usually about 50 to 60 people that are registered for that program. And we do almost 50, usually 55 minutes of practice. Not a whole lot of chit-chat. And then the Tao Light Massage on Saturdays. We offer hours at 10 o'clock on Saturday, 10 o'clock Pacific time in the morning, so that you have an opportunity to receive 2 Tao Light massages, one from Master Sha at 7 in the morning and one at 10 o'clock. That in combination with these treasures is very, very powerful. Practice, Tao Light Massage, treasures is really what's creating these incredible experiences for people. Many of the people that you see on the videos, they've been practicing for a number of years and they're dedicated with their practice. We support you at the centers. Definitely we support you here in Vancouver. Very strong practice program. And you know, if you need to know more about the driving forces, these are only available actually at the centers. One of the center leaders at the centers has the authority to do these. So you'll need to book a consultation, just 15 minutes, and then there's different combinations of these actually that you can receive. So we check for you to see what would be the most powerful for you. You know, different people, because of their life experiences, because of their situation, some people can receive the Tao light balls, and some people can receive the Tao light holes. It doesn't, one just requires a little bit more practice than the other, but both of them are working exactly in the same way, opening the channel, accelerating the cellular vibration, the frequency and the vibration in the channel, and helping you to transform wave upon wave of negative messages that come up. And then after a while, you can hold it. You can hold on to the transformation. That's what happened to Beverly. That's what happened to Robert. That's what's happening to Judy Ann. She told me that she's not using her, she was using like 3 different things for her lungs, you know, because she has COPD. And 2 of them doesn't use them at all. And then one of them, the last one was a nebulizer. She said she used to use that twice a day. Hardly uses it, maybe a couple of times a week. So, and her oxygen levels, she said, are now in the 90s, mid-90s. That's amazing. That's amazing. Because when she started to join us for the practice sessions, her oxygen levels were like in the mid to high 80s. So that's pretty amazing. That's really, really amazing. So we hope that you also have your own experience of transformation. We would love to be a part of your story, help you, support you, bring you into the community that has formed with people from all over the world. We have people from Scotland, Hawaii, Arizona, of course, Vancouver, but also from Saskatchewan. We have people from different states in the U.S. Join us. Be a part of this community that comes together, supports each other. You know, we have people that are, I wanted to share with you what they do, but I can't. I just got a message, I can't go there. So, but everybody supports each other. So if you need extra support on any given day because your pain levels are high, many people that are in the practice, they have Tao hands. You make a request, they will connect and offer you Tao hands silently, remotely, as long as you need it. We would be so honored and happy to have you be part of that community. Join us. So there is a link. I'm pretty sure they've posted it in the chat. You can also call the center. You can email us. They'll put that in the chat. It's been my great honor to be with you. I think those are all of the announcements that we have. Unless I'm just looking at the team. Mark, anything from the team? We're good. Love you all. Thank you so much. I want you to save the date. Save the date. Peter Hodoba is going to be teaching advanced Shen medicine the last weekend of November. So I think that's November 26th, 27th, and 28th. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Save the date. There'll be a powerful, powerful workshop with him. The registration links will be up very, very shortly. Thank you so much for joining us. Please share our Wednesday evenings with your friends because you don't know who has a condition that they don't talk about. Let them know. Let them know what we're doing here because it would be amazing for everybody to experience the kind of transformation that so many are experiencing now with the driving forces. Love you all. Thank you. See you on Saturday for the Tao Light Massage. Bye-bye.